Let's talk about it. Say you don't like the life I live. Girl, let's talk about it. Alright, I'm always on the grind. Yeah, let's talk about it. Always got money on my mind. Girl, let's talk about it. Say you don't like this life of mine. Wanna talk about it? Yeah, I'm always on the grind. We can talk about it. Okay, let's talk about it. Always got money on my mind. Girl, let's talk about it. Say you don't like this life of mine. Let's talk about it. Okay, I'm always on the grind. Girl, let's talk about it. Yeah, I gotta shine. Let's talk about it. Always got money on my mind. Girl, let's talk about it.
Doom, 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 doom. Yo, salute.
What's up?
Yes,
Salute.
y'all.
Sunday fun day. Sunday night vibe. Sunday night gospel.
Yeah.
God, body. Peace to the guys, man. We popping up, man. We got Dirty Mac in here today. Indigo L, Goddess, what's popping?
Peace, y'all.
Yeah, peace, peace, peace. Yeah, man. It's Sunday, and we talking about getting right. Um, being the catalyst to move into this next formation that we in. I mean, so with that being said, we was gonna get on here and talk about sports, different stuff, the distractions. No lie, we was gonna get on here and cap and talk about the distractions, but
Hey, that's the perfect
hey,
distraction.
it's the
Sports.
perfect distraction. Perfect
And
distraction.
women. And women.
Look, women, that's probably the biggest for men. That's probably the biggest distraction.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me not say that because this is what we're gonna talk about. Because I had a conversation with the youth today, and I asked them. I heard them talking about girlfriends and boyfriends. So me myself, I know how to act they age because of their imagination. When you look at the young people, they dream. They still had dreams. They can look at paper and turn it into a paper airplane. They'll start thinking like it's a jet. So I just say with the imagination that the youth has, if it's us as adults, if we don't lose that imagination, I think our minds are boundless. We stop growing at a certain. A lot of people stop growing at a certain point. I mean, not dare say we, but at a certain point, a lot of people quit growing. So when you look at the youth and you think how far their minds been when they start talking about girlfriends and boyfriends, people think it's adult. It's adult things. Yeah, so we lose balance of the fact that they know a whole lot more than we give them credit for. Tenfold, they know a whole lot more than we give them credit for. So with that being said, let me get to this little footage to see what y'all out there think about it. I don't know what's going on here.
What's happening?
Yeah, it's a lot going on. All right. Yeah, for real, for real. Yeah, I gotta meet this cat. This cat got the most going on here. But yeah,
I can't
Miss
even see
Indigo.
it.
Yeah, I know, I know. I don't know what just happened there. But yeah, so speaking of um I got a question for you. Like the imagination or the way your imagination or how do you view the imagination, especially with young people? Say from the ages of say 7 or 8 down, do you think their imaginations are different than yeah, like how
Mm.
do you view that?
Um. So from what I study, kids are still fresh. Like they're still in between worlds at that time. So my thoughts on imagination is you can't think about something that's impossible. So I be telling my kids talk about ghosts and vampires and portals and stuff, like my 7 and 3-year-old. But it's like you can't think about something that's not possible. So we can't think about something that we can't manifest at all. My thoughts on it.
I
God
can
body.
dig. I
God
can
body.
dig that. Perception is key. Like you said, our thoughts most of the time control our actions. So basically, if we're not on those realms of possibilities, most people, it's a duality. It's a spiritual world and it's a physical world. Once the spiritual world disconnects from the physical world, this is death. But most of us is tapped into the lower self, which is some religions like the Morris Science Temple will say that's the lower self, the devil in man. I'm gonna do everything to please me, myself, and I. I can lust for women. I'm gonna make only win-lose situations where I win. I'm gonna do whatever. But the higher self, as far as like an example as a man, I see every woman I think that's stimuli stimulates me beauty. My beauty, I don't have to try to cut on her or try to, the higher self says, "Look, it's time to get a good woman and sit back and relax." But the lower nature in man, the physical nature is weak. So as far as the spiritual development is cultivating the spirit, we got to cultivate the spirit like we cultivate our muscles. So a lot of people wouldn't believe in it because they haven't been cultivating the spirit. They're just going with the floor energy. Whatever's going on, it's time to be sick. Everybody's sick right now. Put on your mask or what do they're just going with the flow of energy instead of controlling the flow. So that's my little take on it.
God
Energy,
body.
definitely
You're
sphere
right.
of influence. It's
God
definitely
body.
a thing.
It's definitely a thing. Um, so speaking on that, man, just how the way energy flows. Today is Sunday. The average person that speaks normally look at Sunday as a day of worship in a church. I question and relish why aren't all days celebrated like some days? Like last Sunday we did the Mother's Day. Indigo, shout out to you too. First day you pulled up, but God body, like so we did the Mother's Day thing, but mothers are mothers every day. Like,
Every day.
so fathers are fathers every day. People go through real life things every day. And the crazy thing about it is the value system. Um, a lot of people go against the grain or they look for greed. The moment if a person is not spiritually developed, you get them a lot of money, they're gonna abuse what they call money. A lot of people, but there's a thing where you can think a certain way and actually draw in everything that you want. If you study wealthy people, there's a thing called NLP, neuralistic linguistic programming. If you followed Oprah Winfrey's steps and do everything she does, even if you don't know why you're doing it, you're gonna get the results of that person. Most successful people went through certain things that designed them and made them think a certain way consistently. This is routine. Like again and again, you see the same things, but we look at it like some type of phenomenon, some type of thing that's a miracle that yeah, I don't know. It's crazy because it's just like a limitation. People see jets in the sky. You see, we're talking right now on a live, but we still find ways to limit perception on what is possible. So I think the frequency levels is way low. The majority of things that I want to talk about, people will look at me crazy, like I don't know what the fuck this person might say or might do because there's so many eyes on us. My cousin drives trucks. Uh, dude was driving the truck and like, hey, I'm letting y'all know I'm not driving right now because I'm on the phone. And if they get caught, there's cameras all on them while they driving trucks. The whole time that they driving, there's cameras on them, saying what they doing if they talking on the phone. I mean, I don't know what type of life people are really looking for, but I do say this: um, we have to learn to value in each other. Like it's time to start looking at each other and giving compliments. Say, dirty, goddamn, bro, you looking mighty nice. You looking very handsome, and it's cool. Hey, Indigo Goddess, you are beautiful today. We have to start practicing these type things because I noticed even saying to my mom, I'm like, ooh, say, look at you, you looking nice. She started blushing. I try to pull out a camera. She like, nah, I'm not taking no pictures. I'm not taking no pictures with you or nothing. Like the majority of people, we live so much in a way now. If you give compliments, either a person think you're trying to come on to them a certain type way, or they blush, and even if they know it's sincere, they probably like blush and make them feel a certain type of way because just running across genuine what people think is real, especially in our culture. It's like you're a real BITCAs, you're a real NIGGA. These are the things that we ultimately hear. So I mean, I just say it's part of my perception and first take on trying to get right. Like we got to start lifting each other up because the world is made to be infinite. So if we're not limited, we won't be limited or won't in any type of way. It's my spiel there. Miss Indy, tell us about it, guys.
Um, yeah, I'm always like that though. I give compliments. I'm very loving though. I'm true to who I am. So, I don't operate out of that how will people look at this. I just do what's on my heart to do. So I think it's good. Compliments, bringing people up, because our generation don't really have that. It's very, very low vibrational, very physical, third dimensional. So I just feel like some of us just so different. Maybe they need us as examples. Like they have to. That's why I overdo things, because maybe you need to see me doing this over and over again so that you can catch on. Like, oh, okay, it's okay to do this, because I don't care who see me do it. I'll bring anybody up. So I just think it has something to do with people's guilt. They don't have no love. People can only extend to you what they think about themselves.
Hey, absolutely. Absolutely. And a lot of the time you be arguing with people through their insecurities, you know? You'll be arguing with people through their insecurities and thing about the spirit, like I say, cultivating the spiritual, because the spiritual and the physical is a duality. So we got to train the physical as well. I tell people exercising is a great way to train the physical and the spiritual, because the rhythmic breathing that you're doing to focus on the meditation through exercising, you're, you know what I mean? So that's a great way to get in tune with your mind, body, and soul. But as far as spiritual cultivation, I personally, reading is fundamental. I personally believe you can't cultivate the spirit through reading a book, because it's not in tune with the spirit of things. It's like, now, although reading is fundamental, but I think, people are visual learners, audio learners, and experience is the best teacher. You can talk, let's use this for instance. You can talk about sex all you want, but until you talk, like if you're talking to a person that hasn't experienced sex, it's you talk, you can read what you want, but and I say sex because that's the biggest story of creation. That sexual energy is the story of creation. So when we just wander around dry humping on women and the women just playing with the bullet recklessly all night, you hear me? You're wasting your creative energy. For real. You are wasting your creative energy because you're not harnessing it and putting that towards the story of creating your career, manifesting the finances you want, manifesting the relationship that you want, manifesting anything that is possible. Because once again, we're not taught with cultivating the spirit. Everything in the world is, we're in a physical world. So a lot of us is just stuck in that realm. So that's my little piece real quick on it. Just
God
not
body.
Yeah.
God body. Appreciate that insight, kid. Yeah, you was wrecking it right there, man. We can always expect Dirty to take it. Hey, yeah, we expect you to take it. Take it
Hey,
there
that's
for
just
real.
real, though.
God body.
You hear me?
Hey, right. You say the story of creation. Hey, look, hey, that's real talk though. Because I think that's the most thing that people look at too. Like, ew, we're not gonna talk about these things, but they should be talked about because there are a lot of portals open in the story of creation. Like it's all type of it's a lot of stuff that take place in portals. So you need to be careful which portal you choose to jump into. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot that we don't talk about, and it becomes to a point, depending on how far you take it, a lot of people won't, because it takes mirror work. They'll start looking at themselves saying, damn, I subjected myself to that. The self accountability, I think, is hardest for humans because we're ran by nature. So what we're used to doing as far as habits, like Dirty said, if you work out every day, you start finding your a certain breathing pattern, but there's still certain things, because people think if they go to gyms and work out, for some reason, I mean, like I will say this, physical ability and spiritual ability are very much tied. Like Michael Jordan definitely has to have some type of spiritual ability for him to be able to see beforehand, holding
Just
the
through
basketball.
rhythmic breathing alone.
It's certain
Rhythmic
things.
breathing.
It's definitely, it's certain things that take place within there, but then there's also the way they make sports these days is like that of a gladiator. People are paying, and they built gyms and aquariums. They build all this, and then they have everybody just look at them box, and nobody's fighting lions and tigers and cut, but it's the same game, it's just played different. So at a certain point, I just say that to say this: if we're gonna ever get it right, we're gonna have to see that we are the solution. You are the solution. It's not waiting on the ancestors prayed for the day that we would be here and not knowing who we are, and then overnight, just boom, we worked together and got it. Like, there's no way we haven't all known each other in prior lives for us to run across these paths and certain things to happen. But it's taking us too long to download right now. Truly who we are. Go ahead, got it. She got it.
I mean, we're in the middle of the ascension process, and I feel like they're dropping red pills everywhere, and nobody's catching them.
Man, God,
we're sitting here like, are y'all gonna get it? Go ahead, catch
Mm.
them, throw one down. So I feel you. It's frustrating.
Yeah.
It's frustrating to be like totally into your vessel, and you be like, okay, I'm ready to activate. Are y'all? Like,
Whoa.
are we going to activate anytime soon? It's sad that we got to wait we're 3 souls, so we got to wait for 143,997 more people to be on one accord with us. That's just.
That's the science. We can get that then. We can get that. We got to know the exact science. You hear me? We're going to get that right now to get in accord. You hear me?
You know, so I feel it. I feel it. I just feel like those who are destined, and we gonna get it. We gonna get it.
I gotta say that though. We should be able to get it, but right now with all of the technology that exists, you said 144,000, 144 million.
It's 144,000 destined. So we got those.
God by so all right. So with the technology that exists, it feels like we're alone, but it's only because we're not making ourselves as valuable or as seen as we should. A lot of us stop our light from shining because people around us might think that we're doing too much, or it's crazy out here in this world the way it really is. But when you break it down, you say 144,000 people.
Yeah.
So if I knew of 100, we're in Dallas. I'm in Dallas, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Dirty in Oklahoma. So end of the day, if just in the vicinity of where I'm at, if you carry a certain aura about yourself, you would be surprised the amount of for the people that are if you wanted them 144,000 people, man, walking that walk like it's not.
All it takes is for us to do 48,000 people apiece. All we got to reach is 48,000 people apiece.
And it's
easy. We can get this ball rolling. You hear me? That's back to the indoctrinations. You know, coming up with management systems and programs for big groups of people. Like I say, I don't believe in the church indoctrination, but the pastors that's at the podium for their payout, the reason they deserve they payout, you hear me? It's because they went through the steps of becoming master teachers. They took Toastmasters to work on their speech. They started working on 501c3 programs, networking, nonprofit organizations where they're giving. And then so it's an abundant resources in return being returned to them. Although they're selling some high-powered bullshit, I still believe that they pay out because they're going through the hustle.
But it's the
chain
oath
of
for
command.
me.
What'd you say?
It's the oath for me.
Yeah.
It's that oath for me.
I said they on some bullshit once again.
Hey, hold on.
That's my personal belief.
Look. Hey, I be kind of like that. I know you got. We ain't gonna talk about the getting kicked off these floors. Whatever. But the oath, is that something we can't even talk about, or is that something that's up for discussion?
I know a lot about the Freemasons, and I know a lot about what they do. My son's grandfather, he's very high ranking, so yeah,
right,
it's the oath for me.
Wow.
Like,
she say, look, it's the oath. I don't know, Dirty, what you.
Hey man,
yeah, you never know what he said.
It's full of fraternal organizations. A fraternal organization is a church, Christian, a Muslim, or I'm Alpha, Omega. They're all these.
They're Boule.
Yeah, they're Boule, the black Boule. They under the Greek fraternity. You hear me? The Skull and Bone. They're under all they say black Greek. You hear me? All of them are black Greek fraternities. Black Greek. I guess we are speaking English. Yeah, we're speaking English, and a lot of our mental is, Hellenism, the adoption of ancient culture of Greek customs and culture. Hellenism, root word is hell. You hear me? So this religious indoctrination that they got us living through, the physical stories, we adopted the Bible. It said 400 years we'll be in slavery. It's easy for the people to write that who got you in slavery. You're going to keep these motherfuckers in slavery for 400 years. You hear me? So, I question shit. I just don't believe anything. You know what I mean? When you can just believe anything, then you're a zombie. You hear me? You can't tell that to your woman. Oh, I said, man, she going to ask you a whole bunch of questions. Just believe me. Have a blind faith. You hear me? A blind faith. You got somebody got some explaining to do, Lucy.
Not explaining.
You got some explaining to do, Lucy. I'm telling you. That's my little piece, though. You hear me, man.
Hey, man, shout out to all the pastors and all that, that went to college.
Get you.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I want
shout out.
I'm not hating.
Shout out.
Trust me.
Look,
I'm not hating. I want in.
God,
can I be someone's first lady?
Hey, real talk. There we go. Hey, real talk.
This is capitalism in America. It's a capitalistic society.
Hey,
so everything is for sale. You hear me? I can dig it.
Hey, so with that being said, man, I look at the preachers like once again, no shots fired at you. Whatever y'all do is good. I don't think you can go to school and learn gifts that you're born with, though. I mean, this is just the whole, it's really the whole perception or things that I think to move. Like I say, I think that you're born, when they say be childlike, what they're saying is get to that point where that imagination can actually come to fruition. Like whatever you think you can actually, I say, man, kids will take a little block, turn around and you see house. They'll see rocks and you turn around, it'll be TPs and all kind of stuff out there because of the way a child thinks. But when you become an adult, you're so subject to having to work for so long. We under a system that they told us was slavery, but they said this was a business model. So if somebody can say this is a business model, then you do not think if you work for 40 hours a week at somewhere you probably wouldn't be. This is also a business model, a business model. Everything we look at that we living in is to somebody a business model. So if you don't learn to value yourself and value the people around you, it's no way to me you can ever get right. So speaking of getting right, it's saying, look, as long as a person respects my energy and respects the energy that I will use to help uplift them, as long as they put out the same type of energy, then we steadily doing building blocks. There will be a consistent form of movement. But if you're around people that you're arguing with, competing with, man, get away from these situations. Like I say this to people time and time again, man. If you keep going through certain things too many times and you see it's, hey, accept it for what it is, keep moving. We don't have time to waste now. Like at a certain point, we looked at things and don't think that they urgent, but it's way more urgent. If you think you're just gonna keep going to work, waking up, taking kids to school for the next 10 years, and that's really gonna be exactly what you're thinking, you know, hey man, good lucks to who thinks that. Like I would not anything that somebody think, anything that they, however, whatever people, if you, as long as it can help me move, the people that know, I'm not talking about the belief systems. I'm cool with the belief systems. If you believe, you believe. But some people left themselves clues
I'm
in
not
other
cool
lives.
with it, bro. I can't even lie. I
You
can't.
say, look,
I
no. When
don't
I
agree.
say,
I don't. That's the
yeah,
main thing that got us sleep is these religions, man. We sleeping like, you hear me? I ain't mean to take. Go ahead, Quay. You got it, Quay.
oh
Vitamin.
no, you good?
Huh?
Nah, cause I'm a further ask you a question because you said okay, the beliefs I don't believe in, but do
Believe.
you believe in channelers?
Do
I
you
need to
believe
ask you
it?
this a lot. Hold on. Do you believe
Channelist?
in channelers or psychic mediums? Do you believe in that type of energy?
Yeah, nay. You hear me? Like I straddle the
Talk,
fence.
let's talk
Yay.
about it.
It's
Yay and nay.
Yeah, I
Yeah, let's
straddle the
talk about it.
fence. The
Let's
pros
talk
and the
about it.
cons. I'm gonna weigh the pros and the cons. It's really people who can, they got that X-ray vision where they can see or visualize the future and the past and see what type of energy source you on right now. And it's people who say they can do it, they can't do it. But this is I would just say this isn't the same thing as an assessment, you know, of people. You pull up on people like, damn, hey man, you never put up in the room. This dude's energy is fucked up. Hey, it's something the matter with him. You hear me? You know, it's just the energy thing. You ain't know him or nothing. You be like, hey man, this dude's energy is fucked up. And
Yeah.
even I do something to him off of, you know, it's crazy because you feel the spirit. You know, I'm an energy person. You know, I feel people's energy, body language. People say this and that, but their lips will be saying this, but I'm feeling their energy. You know, so
yeah.
And that's how I be like, cool, we can be gods and devils. You know, it's a duality. We being constructive, and, you know, we on our God bodies, but we being destructive, then we on some devil shit. You hear me? Everybody is affiliated with God in the spirit world, but no one affiliates with the devil. No one ever tells you about their jealousy, their envy, their deceitful thoughts. You hear me? Their sneaky, devious, deceptive, you know, thought process. This portrayal, I'm going to put my man. That's when you start believing that in people.
Until they get caught. Nah, I don't mean to stop.
Go ahead.
That's
Go
the whole
ahead.
thing.
You got it.
God body. Hey, look. No. I gotta say that, right? Because you said nobody tells you about them being jealous until they jealousy makes the woman go kill her husband, until the man go kill his wife because he jealous. You know, nobody ever tells you the BS that's on their mind when they will see 90% of this, bro. Taught because you seen it a lot when you was young. It's damn near something like you seen it and you thought that certain things was okay. There's no such thing as 18, then you grown. No, not when this spirit, not when this vessel, not when we are vessels that really the true us controls the vessel. Like we have to get real about a lot of things, bro. The true you has the power to just say 1,000 push-ups. Go, you a vessel, bro. You really won't even feel it. If you tap into the true you, we have abilities way beyond and way past what we are willing to discuss.
We got to get that rhythmic breathing on. Your mind
yeah,
can
that's
say,
definitely.
I'm gonna
That's
go run
definitely.
10 miles, but until you start off with that
Until you
mile and get
learn,
that rhythmic breathing together, you're not gonna be able to build up to that. Like I
it's
say, through the meditation, the rhythmic breathing, the exercises, that's where we get more of
but
the
okay.
meditation.
See, hold on. So,
Yeah.
so we seen each
Yeah.
other. However, which way, I looked up at the sun and I say, man, a lot of what you can get right now is just staring at the sun, just the way I'm doing now. You like, hey, bro, you tripping, and you
Yeah.
couldn't really
Mm-mm.
look.
You
No,
receive
bro,
solar
it's really,
energy. We solar
yes,
Who
bro.
panels
A
can't?
lot of
with
Who
different
solar
can't?
panels.
Who
ways.
can't look at
There
the
we
sun?
go.
I'm talking about directly into the
What?
sun, like
Yeah, he
Yeah,
said he
but
can't. He said,
nah,
nah.
okay, but that's something. If if that's the portal that you got to get through, that means there's something blocking you from that connection. And it's like I had a girl who had that problem, and she messaged me last week and said, after doing your practices with the sun, I can look at him now. You know, I can see what you want me to. But if spirit's trying to block us destined souls from that connection, so it's something that you just gotta wiggle through a little bit and be like, listen, I'm finna look at this sun today, and you finna get up out my way.
yeah.
But I agree with y'all on that channeling and everything. I'm a medium. I'm a channeler.
Mhm.
Um, I I get it
You
though.
can
Like I get
unlock
a
the
lot of people.
chakras.
You
Can
know,
you unlock
yeah,
people's
I do.
chakras?
I do Reiki over the phone.
There
I
you
help
go. I
them.
got a homegirl. Say, yeah. Say, I got a
Yeah, like
homegirl that do. She's a
I
Reiki
do all of
healer.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, Reiki is something for like them. I have to tell people I don't do Reiki on everybody because they don't be serious. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? But I won't read just anybody. I won't help just anybody. I'm just picky like that. Like I'm not finna waste my time. Not right now. You know. So a lot of people money hungry and they just be taking the collective through this timeline loop. That's what I call it, a timeline loop. Like you're not letting them get into their highest timeline. You looping them through this low bullshit. So yeah, I feel it.
So,
I
so,
I,
so,
I
so
don't let people
no, when you
go
say
ahead.
I don't mean to stop you guys, but when you speak
No, you
on
good.
you not reading everybody, is that because you don't want to observe everybody's energy? Like it's a lot of things
No.
I say observe, don't absorb, observe don't
Mm,
absorb. So is it a thing? Because
no.
me myself, I don't speak on a lot of yeah.
It's not that. So like I get on live and I do 30 readings. I don't know them people. You know
Mm,
what I mean? But if you go watch my live, you'll say they'll tell you, well, how you know this? How you know this? You know, you good.
mm.
Reviews. But it's just I can feel a lot of things other people can't feel. So I just don't feel like my guys told me to stop wasting my time. Like what I'm gonna talk to a whole bunch of sleepwalkers for. Like,
Mm.
you know, they call me about boyfriends. Everything's more important than what they need to be worrying about. You feel me? Like kids, like you got children that's
Mm.
gotta see you go through this shit. You feel me? So it's stuff like that. I just be like, how about this? I help them one time. After that, I might not message you back. You feel me? Like after I read you one time and I already know what vibration you on, I might not keep
Mm.
fooling up with you because I already know. So
Yeah.
I'm just not one of the money hungry people. I have to tell people like you can tell the difference. Some of them gonna get on there and just read people over and over all day. But I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not gonna overwork myself, overbook myself, none of that. Like
That's
I'm not
right.
doing none of that.
It's really about helping people. It ain't about the money. I can
Right.
dig that. And we got to do that. We definitely have to assess people this throughout the physical journey as well as the spiritual journey. Because a lot of us, we in bed with people or we hang around our groups of friends that don't have our best interests in times, a lot of the times because we lead with the physical carnal desires instead of the spirit. Although it's a balance. You know, I believe people is good and bad. The spirit is good and bad. No spirit is just all good. No spirit is just all
Mm,
bad. Whichever side you cultivate, that's the one that's going to manifest. So as we thinketh, as so creates our actions. So the spiritual world is very important. And like when we start talking about sexual energy, all we start hearing is the creep shit is sex. Like, these are acts of nature. But once we start studying the creative energy, because we were created and we have children and so on, this is the story of life, mother, father, child. We won't start wasting it, and we'll start utilizing it to build the kingdoms that we manifested throughout the world. As far as Africa, Egypt, Asia, America, black people built all these continents up. Black South America is black people. The minds of and we're known under many different guises. They calling us Indians, they calling us Mexicans, they calling us niggas, African Americans, Negroes,
And black.
black,
Man.
So we known by many. So although
We are the only
yeah,
country. We are the only country they do that to because we are the original gods and goddesses of this realm. They asked me, why are we this color? The Americans, like all of us, we're not black like Africans. We have our own color black. And I said, because those are Yakub's children. But I do my studying. You feel me?
True story.
But they could try to confuse us because the ancestors told me, like, if we wake up before we're supposed to wake up, we're gonna fuck this realm up to no return.
It's over.
No return. They're like, bro, this
shit.
is divine timing because y'all niggas cannot activate with, like me. I do stuff with my mind and and they be like, don't do that shit again. And I'd be like, listen, once I strengthen that mug, all right, I'm gonna be around here throwing shit with my head. All right. No, seriously.
I can dig that.
They don't want us awake, man.
And they keep putting blame entities. I'm gonna give it to you real quick. They keep putting it on separate entities. Every time we think about God or the Spirit of God, we're looking in a realm that's a source that's outside of us. We start praying or we start looking up in the sky, looking in the book. But the whole God Spirit takes away from the story of creation of the black woman being the first and the black man being the first man, and this is the human storyline. So this mythology,
the great mother and the great father, the great mother and the great father.
You hear me? Look like me and you.
I have to tell
look
people,
like us.
If you go all the way back, America is Sumer. That's Sumeria. You know what I mean? I have to tell people we're the first dynasty. We're the first dynasty Egyptians. We're the first all of that. So they don't go back far enough. But it's as above, so below. Those same thing that we want in
spiritual.
Us.
I mean, the physical.
All,
above the physical.
Yeah.
Woo, woo! Happy Sunday, guys.
King Show, what's up, God buddy?
Peace.
Key Knowledge, how you doing, Queen?
What's up?
Peace.
Yeah,
sorry for coming on so late. I'm just not getting up, man. I'm just not waking up.
God body.
Hey, gotta get that rest.
Hey, God body. Hey,
I need that energy. I need that energy.
Yeah.
That's what I need.
Bobby. Hey, look. With that being said, hey man, we talk about the story of creation, and and we just spoke on black or these things. I agree totally with what the goddess Indigo said when she said, if the ancestors say we wake up, bro, I already be ready to, like, not saying tear this. Yeah, bro, it's like it is a lack of patience that I'm starting to, I can't lie, like with bullshit, hey man, with any type, like, oh God, body, like, hey, for real, with anything, because it's like this. I look at it like the people around me, I'm gonna be honest about one thing here right now. I'm like, fuck, this is the perfect situation, perfect things. If this, and this happen, but then the people do all this that you think to sabotage everything they can do around them. It's like they'll do exactly the opposite of what the ancestors would actually speak to them or whatever. So this is where she said 140. Man, it's hard for 144,000 people to do the correct thing with 7 billion, 8 billion people, 8 billion people that's on that they it's crazy. So I'll be like, hey, we have to teach these others, at least if they don't go which direction you're trying to pull people and wither them to, maybe you can drop that seed to make them say at the last minute, maybe they might do something different. I look at this like my young people, they gotta go to school with other people, children. So if I don't teach the other young people around me, then my kids gonna eventually get caught up in the bullshit that the people around them is caught up in. Like it's the same cycle because even the ones that do know, they eventually give up on the ones. It's like, hey man, I can't waste my time with this, but that might have been the brightest student. You know,
Hey,
the
but let me tap in real quick, man. My bad.
hold on. Before you do that, because you just gave me a thought about something. Nah, God body. Hey, you just gave me a thought about something. So I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna say this. I just watched the Tupac documentary, and Tupac was like tripping at a certain point because he say his mama was pregnant with him while she was in prison, and then all of the Black Panthers in which this lady went to jail for, none of these people looked out for him while his mother was on crack. Like, I mean, could you imagine being in a movement like that and none of the people look out for your child while you going through a drug or whatever you're going through? And this is the state of America for real, bro. Like, if you don't step up as a parent, like, yeah, bro. So, hey, show. What up, God? Man, go ahead. Hey, happy Sunday,
Let me
man. Go
tap
and put
in
it
real
out
quick.
there.
Let me tap in what you gotta say. What you saying is true, but you gotta look at it. I'm gonna go out what I was saying at first. If us young kings, if we following y'all older kings, y'all have to start learning how to respect us and knowing that what the knowledge that y'all giving us, we giving it back to y'all, and it might not sound good because of the way we coming from, but actually we learning from y'all. If Tupac mama wasn't on crack or whatever, he wouldn't made history to where he was at right now. So we have to take the good and the bad because that was his journey that he went through. And I only can speak for my journey. The journey that I'm going through is I come across a lot of wealthy people, a lot of broke people, a lot of kings, a lot of queens, and I just try to get the knowledge of the people. I don't hang around with young people no more, bro. I hang out with older. KK, you know, Dirty, you know what's up, Dirty. And I try to get the knowledge, and the more the knowledge I get from y'all, it become a not a contest or a compete. It feels like, ah man, you don't know nothing. But the same thing I know is what I learned from y'all. You feel me? And at the same time, we don't get that enough. We don't get that respect. Like, oh, appreciate you, knowledge for teaching me what you teaching me. Or if I don't know something dirty, you're gonna put me on game. And that's where young men, young king come from, where we have to step up and and, and acknowledge it. Like we have to, if we don't know something, we can't just be quiet. If we don't know something, we can't just go off what we done heard somebody else said. If we don't know something, we got to speak up. And for the older people, they have to allow us to speak as well. Y'all got to allow us to give us, because we have a voice as well. I mean, we have stuff that we going through that y'all can help us get through it. But just because y'all got through it, it might be difficult for us to go across that ladder. So it has to go both ways, man. It start with self accountability, and that's me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I can dig it. Queen, I know you've been waiting here. Hey, for
Yeah.
real. What you got as far as the,
What
you
I
know,
got, man. I just say we sign these contracts. I don't even get in the way of other people's contracts or their free will. Those are two things. I stay out the way. I I try to look at everybody's situation like, and I try to. This is how I help them. Like, you signed this contract, you got to get it together. You feel me? Like, I signed mine. Mine's a little toe up. Mine's a little ghetto. You feel me? But it's cool. You got a ghetto contract too. So you got to work it
right.
out. You feel me? You got to find them soulmates. Your twin flame gonna find you. Them karmics gonna find you. It's just, I feel like
you can't help the people who are not programmed in this lifetime to gain the knowledge. Only the people who are programmed within their DNA for this knowledge is going to catch it, you know? And that's just
Absolutely.
what I learned. That's all.
God body
Absolutely.
say with the mother energy. You say you signed this contract. So with the people that they calling younger women, with the younger goddesses, I would repeat this. Like, what would you say about the 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 energy? Okay, like so this is what I want to get to. We calling this can't get right. So right now we on a broadcast. So if you could broadcast, I look. She tried to get the mirror up in that. Oh, I got y'all pose right about now for real. Hey, square business. Hey, but look, all right. So for the younger goddesses, right here, they looking at you. What would you have to actually give them to make them like? Cause I look at music like this. We all look at music different. There's a certain tune, digital tune that is actually put out there to people, so they don't realize the higher vibrational. So your soul, as far as your soul and being a woman, what would you look at like your tune? How would you change things? Being around the world, you being the person that you are today. What do you do to protect yourself or have that get right? Because you said you do readings. You do readings. You are a woman. I think women are the most spiritual. I think we are physically stronger, and we can have a brute energy to go into battle, the war, to building the certain things. But as far as that mental energy, that's coming from a woman. So with you being the leaders, the lead, not saying lead. Okay, yeah, you get what I'm saying. But what do you do to maintain, or what could advice could you give? Because we normally don't have the goddesses on here like that. So what could you do to inspire the next generation? Yeah, the next generation. He say, "What's the question?" Nigga playing, hey, for real. All right,
um,
yeah, put the question right there.
What's the question, man?
Yeah, he had
That's
about 10
funny.
parts to it. Hey, you gotta watch,
That's,
Dirty.
that's funny.
You gotta watch my brother right here. All right, but yeah, Queen, my bad, Indigo. What could you do to
no,
inspire?
you good.
Now that was a long ass question. Hey, dude, right? For real.
Look, it's cool because my kids was doing the most in between anyway, so
I
it's all
know.
right. So I just feel like they need to get in tune more with nature. You know, a lot of people are like Dirty Back said, we are operating through this physical, and that's it.
So
They're not really in tune with their spiritual.
if you need money right now, like if you need money, you a woman that came through and say you're a stripper, you're at a strip club.
See, I ain't talking about that because I don't help sex workers.
Bang, dang, she off top. See, this is what I'm saying. So we don't even have to have a lot of small conversation with you because you already like you cut that shit immediately.
Yeah, like I'm not finna even give my. It's not
Wow,
that I'm not talking to Jezebel, but
God,
listen,
body,
I got a lot of help for those who I know. I'm telling you, I can look at you and
yeah,
say, and I can ask the ancestors like something, and they're gonna be like, yeah, or
yeah,
they're gonna be like, no.
big
You
time.
feel me? And that's it with me. Like I'm not playing around with people. No, but they got to do crystals. They can get some sage. They can go outside, put their foot on the dirt. They don't do nothing. You feel me? It's like, let me see this altar.
True
Man, they
story.
better go
That's
eat some dirt. They ain't
Hey,
ate. If they ain't ate,
that's
hey, if
I'm,
they
yeah,
ain't
all
ate
right.
no
know,
dirt, if they ain't no dirt, they ain't part of this earth. Now, for real, for real.
for real. They just have to get like I just that's what I help people do. That's all I help people do is figure out who
I
they
need help.
are. Whoever
I
you
need
wanna
help.
just inbox me.
Hey, he
I'm gonna
say he
I
help
need
need
you.
help.
help. God body. Hey, hey,
I'm
for
gonna
real.
inbox them.
Real
I
talk.
help.
Yeah, I
Hey,
need
I
help for
help.
real.
make
I
sure you
I
follow him.
like to. I like to help the
Yeah,
kings. I like to help
God
the kings
body.
because y'all listen. Y'all
Mm.
y'all are more overstanding. Y'all are more. I don't know. It's just different when I deal with men and when I deal with women on the spiritual tip. You know, like y'all listen. If I say, hey, look, in your reading, I see, you know, you need to really watch somebody around you. I'm picking up, you know, that makes me feel good because I know like that probably saved you. You feel me? Because y'all be listening. I feel like I go through a loop with women more than men.
Yeah.
Vice
Because
versa. That's how we feel. Vice versa. That's how. Sometimes I'm gonna be honest with you. They might not say nothing. We feel the same way. We feel the same
yeah,
way. We feel the same way. We feel the same way. It just you gotta know what your battles you picking, man. No matter
yeah,
what, these two guys on the phone, I done got into it with both of them. But guess what? Deep down inside, man, I love them, man. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't trade them for the world. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what they do.
right.
I ain't gonna lie. If they get in some trouble, they need help. They can't call me. They know that. Don't call me. They get in any trouble. They know not to call me. But if they want that energy, hey, so what's going on? Put it down. Hey, what's good? Happy Sunday. Happy Monday. They know they're gonna get that. They know they're gonna get good. But yeah, I just think that's everybody, man. They just women gotta figure out men and men gotta figure out women. We gotta come together, man. All this women power, that shit dead. All this men and men power, that shit dead. Read
Yeah,
between the
well,
lines what I'm saying.
that's just toxic. It's just toxic.
Yeah, yeah,
It's just a part of their agenda that they pushing on everybody right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Like I be telling people, no matter what, like I've been through personally, I'm never gonna give up on my melanated men. Like I just don't, I just can't, I just don't understand a lot of what's going on right now. I'm very confused. This this realm confuses me. You know, like I feel like my soul's so old, and you wake up one day and you just be like what is this? Like what the fuck is this shit? I don't know, but
That's true.
I
We have the
I feel
biggest
like
population of men marrying outside of their race.
mm-hmm.
You know, that's kind of
but but
disturbing.
but white
That's
women.
disturbing.
Sorry,
You can get who you
I ain't gonna
want.
do it.
You can date who you want, but that says something. You know, numbers don't lie. We African American men have the biggest population of men dating outside their race. Anybody can. Why do we think that is?
That's easy.
I know.
Yeah, I'm happy she said it too. Yeah, that's it. Hold on, look, we want to hear that. She said, you know,
That's why
hey, yeah, we gotta put
that's
that
why
out there.
our men go to white women and other women because
Damn,
okay, they're easier to submit.
damn.
I mean, they're easier to submit, but you got to think about what their agendas are.
9 times out
You
of
feel
10,
me?
though, I'm gonna say something. 9 times out of 10, the reason why they're easier to get because they're starting to get an understanding of their culture.
Submit.
Yeah, submit. Yeah,
Easier to
yeah,
submit,
yeah,
You
yeah,
done
yeah, yeah.
said it.
I
not
agree
to
with
get,
Yeah,
that.
but submit.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
me, the reason why I had submitted, whatever you want to call it or what we're gonna call it, the right word, is because I figured that I wanted to learn that culture more, and I feel like they were interesting. When I was talking to African American females, the queens, they was, oh, you know too much. Oh no, I need to take care of this, or I need to overpower. But I had to learn, like, all right, well then I'm gonna meet my match. I can't judge everybody, and I had to calm down to my senses. Now, me right now, I love black queens. I love my child is mixed, but the next person I'll run into is gonna be a black queen because if I'm preaching this king stuff, I gotta have a queen by my side, you know what I'm saying, and holding me down. So at the same time, that's gonna come. You know what I'm saying? And I'm starting to feel myself like, okay, well, I love black women. You know what I'm saying? I look, cause I'm black my damn self, so I love myself. So let me give it another chance. So that's what I'm doing, rebuilding myself now. All women ain't the same, and all women are different. You know what I'm saying? It's just how you
Hmm.
treat yourself is what's gonna come towards you. So that's what I'm learning right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't be on that edge of I I mean when white men look at me or talk to me, I just get cringy. I just be wanting to kill them. So I mean
Oh,
unalive them. I'm sorry.
hey.
So honestly, but I have a lot of segment energy in me. I don't know if you
Let me
guys know who that
say,
is.
yeah, I
But
say,
um,
I say.
you know,
Oh,
Damn, you
I
got me
just
looking right
hey,
like
yeah, I
what's
like that
going
shit.
I'm
Hey, I can't
sorry.
what's
lie.
going on?
I can't
Kiki,
lie.
what's
That shit,
going
that's
on?
offensive
So
for real. Peace to
Boy,
the
this
yeah,
room, man.
I
God, I
never
like that right
What up?
there.
What up? What up?
yeah,
What up?
whoa,
Yeah.
What up?
Hey,
What
yeah,
up?
hold on.
whoa,
Look.
yeah.
Hey, we got
damn,
it
I don't
still.
mess
We got it
I don't
still.
mess
whoa,
around like that.
Hey, we
What's
got it
happening?
still. Hey, shout out, God. Hey, man, Indigo just represented like, God, hey, hold on, bro. She done cut a few things like off at the
I was trying to
rim,
get
bro.
on here, man.
I was telling you, bro. I brought up some just trying to throw. Hey, she cut short. She cut that small short real quick, and then she just said, "Hey, man." But I say this. I'm not on the people. See, people have these labels, bro, and I do not like the language we speak because a lot of time it sends the message that you're not thinking, but because verbally the language that we speak, and so people learn how to break these certain symbols down to their true meaning, we have misunderstandings. I choose to put it out there, man. But to say the least,
Dirty, what's happening?
I feel you're cringing. The cringing part that you talking about, I actually feel that. Like you can smell it on people.
Oh my God, Tiller.
It runs deep. Hey, yeah, it runs deep. It's a
But they
different
stink.
type of.
They stink. Demons stink.
Yeah, I mean, and it is. Hey, you know what? Hold on, and I'm gonna go through this because I don't want to make it seem like it's like
Demons and reptilians. They stink.
You said demons?
she said
Demons and reptilians.
Oh, yeah.
They stink.
Yeah.
demons.
I can feel you.
I mean, so dude. We ain't gonna go too far. But we ain't gonna go too far. No, we ain't gonna go too far. Not today. Not today. But
like at what? As far as what? The body odor. Is it breath, body odor, or what? Is all of that, or
they smell like dog kennels and ass. I don't know how to. I'm sorry. I can't. I just. Listen. I will never get over the fact that they used to sleep with chickens and pigs, and our ancestors, well, not my ancestors, but the Moors, had to go and show them how, hey, you can't lay with that or you get chicken pox. Your ass is stank. Let me show you how to wipe it. Come here, let me put you in this tub because you got to put water. I mean, they don't even think you put right now today. White people are having a debate because they think that you don't have black people are obsessive for washing our legs in the shower. That I just can't get over debates that go on.
See, hey, when you say stuff like that,
they barely use.
Hey, no, hold on. So I heard this. Like I kid you not, a dude said that rich people only use foofas to is that what they call foofas? He said that's what they use to shower. He said only poor people use washcloths. This is what and I'm talking multi somebody I know personally. I just heard this over the weekend say that rich people don't use washcloths. Say only poor people use those. So I think these misnomers or certain things, even people saying white or black, I'm gonna be the first person to say I'm not really on the white or black train as of now. As of now, where I'm at right now in life, I used to kind of be more so. Now we'll say as far as the portal opening and using my energy and think I'm gonna mix with this, you got me all the way to the left on that end. It ain't even no talking about that part of it. But however, which way I will say on the good people, I think they can be in all different realms and spectrums because I have literally known the majority of people. We're so caught up in slave when they tell you if you take a young person and you tell them that everybody like them was a slave. I mean the way that what they gonna manifest is gonna be that of some like a pig or something that you just go give something to. You ration out certain things. They gonna fight over nothing. Everything that you see within us was definitely something that was manifested outside of us. So when I look at us, I have a whole lot of love and compassion, but it is a certain thing in me where it's like, where do you quit showing just forgiveness and gratitude? Because some people think they have the world, and then tomorrow they don't have a thing.
Yeah,
like this is a real life situation. But then you look at these different things and you say, this could be the time to make everything happen now. Like you get to a certain point where if people have all these belief systems, it's like, you know what? Just let the people believe. Let them believe whatever they want, and you just go live your life and use your energy to make whatever creative thing that comes out of your mind. You make it and live off that, because I think that is the greatest thing for people's life is to get back and you be clean like you was when you first got here. You leave in your hands still clean to a certain degree. I think that's almost impossible. But however, what I'm saying is this: you get to a certain point where you see that you're here. You make as much sense as you can make out of your present. Like if we all just did this right here, right now, we say, "Look where I'm presently at. Let me remember where I'm presently at, and where do I want to be
3 days.
10 days,
Yeah.
3 days. There we go. God body. 3 days from now. 3 days from now. If you start waking up and working on something, man, it is no doubt with this type of energy, we got 5 people in here right now.
I want to start my own podcast. No cap.
Look, right?
But look,
Hell no, shut up, man. Hey, let me get him out here. Let me get my nigga on real quick. Square business. Let me get get his ass off of there, man. Let me get him off of here. Hold on, let's do this how the niggas do, man. Yeah, man. Hold on. Now he want to start his own.
Over there?
Hold on. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. I don't know.
Dirty, what you eating over there, Dirty?
No.
Niggas do.
No, look.
I don't want to
Shout
hear
out
you.
to Rado. Shout out to my guy Rado. Shout out to my guy. Hold on.
Hey, scrub business. We ain't hearing no more of that. Hey, hell yeah, scrub business. Hey, look, yeah, we do what the niggas do tonight. You know what I'm talking about? Look,
did you do it?
Yeah, I had to. Now I want to thank. He ain't on mute no more.
There you go. You remember? Hey, Queen. Hey, Dirty. Hey, Queen. You remember when I say when we learn from the OGs, how we try to explain to the OG how we learn, and they just catch that first and never let me. Okay, let me finish my story. I was shout out to my guy Rado. He a big promoter out here in Dallas. He turned around and went to 6. He went to 6. Yeah, he went to 6 podcasts. The last podcast he went to, I looked on the line. He said, "I'm finna start my own podcast." I said, "What in the world?" I said, "God is good." You know, he see what was going on, and he took that and he made it because that's what type of guy he is, and that's what fits him. He finally fit what was fit for him. It ain't fit for me. I mean, I can put people in the dope, but I can't just sit on the phone and talk to y'all all day. I can't, be on a podcast. Unless I got something to prove. But that's why I was saying I would start my own podcast, but it don't fit me. It fitted him, and that was an example because how I was saying, like, wow, dang, Dirty got his, KK got his, Real Street Life got his, Say Cheese, Sidecar got his. Then for my own partner, Rado, and he's getting views, that made me feel like, wow, that is amazing. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I said I would do it. But in reality, I wouldn't do that.
Nah. Shit, ain't nothing wrong with shit. Anybody can do that shit.
That's what I'm saying. Anybody.
Honestly, it's just far as how much time you willing to put into the shit.
Yeah.
That comes with anything though, not just the podcast. It comes with anything you doing. Shit, if you willing to put the time and effort into shit, then it's gonna pop.
There you go.
Listen, I just want to say that I've been hot since he got on here. I don't know. I might have to see what's going on with him.
Hold on. You say you've been hot since who?
I'm telling you, I've been hot since this last guy. This last guy got on this podcast.
Yeah, she said she been hot ever since. Yeah, I know.
You've been having a spiritual reading. You've been having a spiritual reading. You've been having a spiritual reading.
All right, man. Hey, have a good Sunday.
Where you going? Hell no. Hey, no, we ain't doing none of that.
Bobby, I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta meet up with Will and No Dallas.
Hey, I'm gonna do a TikTok of that Bobby dance. She got me fucked up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, real talk. He said you in the know.
Huh?
Yeah, already. Yeah.
Hey, look. Where y'all from? I got a question.
Yeah.
You talked about. What was you talking about? I'm have to go watch that podcast, but it was about Mo 3.
Yeah.
What was it about?
Bet that. Which part?
Well, what was the podcast really about? Like, about him.
Okay. I mean, as far as that, we are from the same. We from the same neighborhood. We from the same place. Um, damn. I think we just
Look at
yo. So, huh?
look at this.
Damn, I can't see it. God body, word life. Hey,
I
hey,
think
I,
that
I
nigga
can't lie to you. I can't lie to you. I'm gonna keep it 1,000.
that was a tough ass
I,
nigga,
I,
boy.
I
That nigga
only,
right there.
only, hey, real talk. Hey, and only because you read energy like that. Like, I'm gonna show you this. Like, I got a mic and stuff like set up right here. Like, right when I do that, when dude got killed a couple years ago, I probably had like hundreds of something. Like stuff just started coming to God body. What's up, Donnie Tip? Hey man, you
Peace.
know what? Yeah, if you want to pull up to King, man, whoever out there for business, man, the link is right here in the comments, most definite. Um, but yeah, man, like so the engineer. All right, so that's pretty much what it is. I'm not gonna get into it and talk too much about it, but a person that helped create a lot of the music that he made at a certain particular time. Yeah, we know this. Let me first go to say this because I don't like stuttering and all this. Like in our
Yeah,
culture,
spit that shit
in
out,
our
nigga. Yeah.
culture. No, I mean,
Spit that shit
I
out,
mean,
nigga.
this what makes it difficult. In our culture, there's so much stuff that happens where people say, "Hey, this is street shit," or "This is this kind of shit." So the truth never gets told.
Right.
Because at a certain point, it was slave shit. I mean, no matter what we get put into, as long as you don't tell the truth of what happened,
Right.
that's the best, safest thing that people look like. With my mindset, say, man, I want to tell the truth about it. I want to talk about everything. So when I'm in a relationship, it's like, oh goodness, like you want to tell your family, you want to do that. Like, nah, man, I'm kind of a transparent. Like I look at things like at a certain point, if you running off your spirit, you transparent anyways. Cause if I'm around you long enough, I'm gonna strip you of everything that you think you don't know. You're gonna be like, now this motherfucker know everything, or it's gonna come out a certain type way. Anyway, so I'd be like, all the it's wow, you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy when I look at it and think about things as far as what they really are. So the Homo 3, what we was talking about, is something a lot of people behind the scenes say don't talk about because he got an album that's coming out, and goodness, like
He he
I get
he's
caught
my
in between
favorite.
what you
He's
can't
my
say.
favorite rapper. He's
Oh,
my
that's God
favorite rapper
body,
for
and that
yeah.
spirit has gotten even closer,
Is that
even to
right?
you, like to a point
Yeah.
to where you just don't know. Like, and I say the energy that we have, like, first of all, there's no such thing as death. There's
Right.
no such thing as death, but people believe in all these weird ass things, and then you start seeing people who they should have talked to or communicated with in this life. When you think a person died, they going to communicate with the motherfuckers they should have been fucking with while they was living.
Um. Listen. I'm gonna tell you some real shit.
Yeah.
I needed my tax money the year after he died, and I did a ritual, and I asked that nigga to put the tax money in my account, and I woke up and my tax money was in my
Ain't
account.
that some shit? Shout out to both.
Yeah.
Wait.
But he's my ancestor. I talk to
Yeah.
him every day, like for real, for real,
Yeah, that
God
for
body.
real, for real.
he
God body.
he had something. He had something else in him. You know what I'm saying? If you ever done had the chance to be around any type of people that has that just soulful type of spirit, you know, yeah, he was involved in some mischief and things like that, but
God body.
you can hear it in his song.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They say he sang like that because he was raised in the church.
Hey, bro.
You
Hey,
know
bro.
what I'm saying?
Dude would have been. He died at 28, bro. If he would have lived at 33, he would have been a prophet. Like, I mean, it's not if or certain things, but I'm just keeping it 1,000, bro. A lot of these people that's dying early, especially at the hands of people that look like us, a lot of these people would have been chosen people if they say that your mid-20s, 25, your brain starts to fully develop. So a lot of these people are dying prematurely with underdeveloped minds. Like they still are under the programming. Even us at older ages, bro, we still under certain programming until you
Yeah.
completely, yeah.
They was for
It is what
28.
it is.
28.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
he
died
was
at
just starting.
28.
He was just starting to get good. It was just
Yeah.
He
like you
died.
entering
He
into
died.
your prime.
He died after he came. They came to my. I was in Clarksville. I lived there, and they came to my job to get food after they came to the concert. I was working at Waffle House,
Clarksville.
and he died right after that. And I was so mad because I didn't get to see him. I was at work, but I guess Don and what a nigga named Number 7. They came inside of my job, and I've been on their live before. They let me
Oh,
on
your
there.
MTM Don.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't like them
MTN.
niggas. I don't like them niggas. You know, I'm a reader, so I
Yeah.
don't fuck with them. But I don't fuck with his
Damn.
manager either. I don't fuck with his manager either. But
All
no,
right, look. Word life. God dang.
I know
Hey,
why
look.
though.
Hey,
Shit,
hey.
the motherfucker sound
Wow,
shit.
that shit
Hey,
crazy.
hey,
That shit
listen.
crazy.
I don't know them niggas,
I'm
but I
right.
know
I'm right
one
here in the
thing.
mix. I'm right here in the mix. They
I
ain't
don't
going
know
too
them niggas,
hard.
but one thing for sure,
They'll get all the
I
way
had
in the
never heard of them
motherfucker.
niggas, and for them to sound similar to for a lot of they shit to sound similar to some shit that he would either wrote or said or been on,
mhm.
you know that. I'm just gonna say it like it is. I don't know them niggas. I ain't saying nothing, but shit, it damn shit. When shit smell fishy, it just smell fishy.
It
You know
smell
what I'm
like
saying?
fish.
Ain't no way in hell all y'all niggas sound the same.
Hmm.
Ain't y'all don't have no variety. All y'all niggas sound the same. Raising the influx of the
Donnie said she
voice,
good.
all that shit, how they singing the hooks, all that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you know. I don't know. What you think, Dirt?
Hey man, you heard me? Shit, rest in peace. You heard me?
I know,
Rest in peace. You
And
heard me?
he
I know
said,
how my
look,
I
niggas
don't
feel,
know
man.
too much of the
yeah,
story,
he
but
ain't gonna
I
say
know
that.
it's yeah, I don't know too
Oh
much of
yeah,
it.
I got in good. I was too invested. I was way too
Damn.
invested.
She said she was too invested.
I was. I used to cry all the time. I can't do it. I'm
Yeah,
just I can't do
Hey,
I'm telling you.
yeah.
I did used to cry all the time. I couldn't listen to him. I was just
Mm.
stressed out.
no, that's the thing. I think it was honest. Like, I don't know. Me being honest about it, I know too many real shit to really speak on certain things, but I say this. Um, bro is let me go ahead and say this the right way for real. If I'm not mistaken, bro about 5'3", uh kind of chubby. Some of the shit you hear, it's just like some people heart, they got a heart that's kind of just different. Like, so if he really signed, he
Mm,
wouldn't let a person drag somebody's name that he knew. It was serious, but
mm,
you see, when he passed, all these things took place.
mm-hmm.
All of these same things that he said he wouldn't let somebody else do, they took place. And then you say, damn, I don't like this person. Or I got an uncomfortable feeling about this. I don't know. It's just weird. To hear a lot of the shit I say, it just, it sounds odd. And it is. I look at it real because I asked about readers, and shout out because Tuesday we going to do a live that is going to be the shiznit, speaking on readers and site, like if this phenomena is real. Because question even right now, you saying you had these certain feel, I could go and say certain things in my life to say, yeah, it's just crazy to say the least. I'm not gonna go too far into that, but I say this, with the Mo3 situation, to say the least, if you record a person's music and you hear what they going through, a lot of times you might not be a medium, or you might not, you might have an into however which way. If you're recording and you're mixing and mastering this music, let's say this, if you're mixing and mastering this person's music, and that music, this person gets killed, they get murdered, and they recorded this stuff, hundreds of songs in your studio, and they're gone. Do you give that music to the manager that you just said that you don't trust, or do you go to court and keep the music and just somebody pay you for it? That was pretty much what the show was about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. If you listen, no, I would listen. I don't play it with Stutter Boy. That's what
What's
I
that
call.
show?
I call his manager Stutter Boy.
You call it
So
what?
no, I call him Stutter Boy. All he do is stutter. He don't know what to say out his mouth. But
Wow.
yeah, me being me, I know he was set up. He died in a very similar way to that my kid's dad died. So that's probably why I was so invested. But he was set up, all of that. But it is what it is. I don't think, I think they're going to keep projecting. I think it's just going to be a circle, his ops, everybody. So it is what it is. I just wanted to know what the show was about.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah, that's
didn't
exactly what
catch
it's
it.
about. And this is what I'm saying. Less is more. Damn, Donnie say less is more, and that's the thing. With our culture, a lot of the times this is really what people think. Less is more. It's not my business. Stay out of it. Mind your
Right,
business.
right. But
This,
we don't
but
operate
it's
with
I don't.
fear.
It's all fear bound.
We don't
This
operate
is
with fear.
fuck.
Because
Hey,
we're,
and this man, God
we
body,
can't. Come
God
on, man,
body,
we can't.
God body. So this is where I step in. And I really be like shit different. I be like ancestors turn me off because I really be all the way past turn. Like when I keep it 1,000, it's
Right.
like but I say people will risk everything for nothing.
For nothing.
They'll risk it for dollars.
Yep.
But then you say if something real, they won't risk. Hey man, shut up if it's real. But I don't know. Like I be kind of past done, especially what we look at and we call black culture, this or that. I be like, nah, man, keep it 100 to the elders. Fuck that. Like they might say, watch your mouth, don't talk, like don't do this. Like nah, shit too serious right now. Like it really is. It's too real. It is too real. And then we want to sugarcoat it and act like it's something else. You see me with the video we played earlier. I'm asking my youngsters, what is a girlfriend or boy? What is that? You know, then they get to talking even young. You get to communicating with them. My son say, man, yeah, they say at the school they talk about how big Kim Kardashian booty is and is it real or not? And they 7. I say, all right, so you see the conversations they having, and then the adults are like, yeah, that's nasty. We don't want to communicate or talk about it. Like, no, we got a serious problem in our communities where we talk about. Don't talk about this. Don't say this is not my business. Fuck that. You should. Something happened with a little child around. Man, I say it be done past the talking part because we didn't talk enough. I don't want to be like the Martin Luther. None of these weird.
None of them.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we way past that. We have evolved into a different being now. I mean, and you spoke on Mo3. Yeah, bro got ran down on the middle of 35. This is a big ass it's how like let's
his firearms taken out of his vehicle. Both of them. So
that's 1,000. I mean, that's one. I'm not gonna say both, but at least one. Like, let's.
Both
you know what
I'm
saying?
He looked under his seat, and then he went over to look in the glove box.
Now, I will say that's a story people give, but bro had felonies. There was a hidden compartment that it took a lot to get to. And if somebody,
and how was that empty?
Somebody already ready, if somebody already ready and they running down like that, if it's $10,000 to build that compartment, it might be something that's a little. You need it like that. It could have been a situation.
Did you see how ready he was? I just want to know, like.
Oh no, I know,
it
bro,
looked
because
like he was prepared. You feel me? Like
he was.
he
I'll
was
lay it.
like he is a warrior. You feel me?
Shit wasn't where it's
Hey,
supposed to
like,
be.
nah,
And then
she right.
He was a
right.
warrior.
I
I mean,
seen it.
I see
Yeah,
him.
shit
He
wasn't
hopped
where it's
She
out.
not
supposed to be.
lying.
He hopped out. He was
Shit
so
was-
calm. I told my mom, I said, Mama, he was so calm because he knew he was finna murk them niggas. I promise you. Like he knew he was finna murk them niggas and he could not. Then they said somebody was in the car. All that was just too much. I feel like they betrayed our realm.
Damn.
I be so
like
deep.
the whole round
Like
got
they
betrayed.
betrayed our realm, bruh. Like for
Disturbed the
real.
realm.
They disturbed the realm. They did. Cause I ain't had no favorite rapper since Lil Wayne. So
Yeah, he
you know.
he definitely that nigga right there. So I just touched. Nigga just touched down in 2020. So just fresh out. Now I was locked up in Oklahoma, right above Texas. Ain't heard shit. Heard a whole bunch of Yellow Bees. And that other nigga, what's the other nigga name?
Yeah, he say Trev.
Dumbass.
That's Trap Boy, Trap Boy. I heard a bunch of them niggas, but I ain't hear
You
no
hear me,
more.
dumbass?
Yeah.
And I get out. I'm talking about as soon as I get out, I hear the Jimmy Boosie on the shit, the apartment shit. I'm like, damn, this shit go hard. So I immediately typed the nigga in on YouTube. Oh yeah, let me get all I liking all that shit. Yeah, he definitely hit my top 5 immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Well, I'm happy we got to talk about it because I just was wondering. I'm like, man, what they talking about on this? I'm like, they talk about my dog on this podcast. They betrayed our realm. But Wayne is always the best. Yeah, Wayne is my favorite. Mo3 is the second. And I like I like Toby Nwigwe. He's my conscious rapper.
Toby, yeah,
Toby's lit. Toby's lit.
I ain't heard of him. How you spell shit? Y'all need to look him up tonight.
He Igbo. You gotta spell it out.
Toby, you say who? How you spell it? How you spell it?
Toby Chukudugwe Nigwe.
Oh shit! Look,
it's hard to even say it. For real. You know when they got them letters, you know when they got a name, their last name is just full of letters in odd places and shit. Like, man, what the fuck? Hey man, I'm not Toby.
Yeah.
Right,
Toad.
Toad.
He go hard though, for real.
So if I put in TOBE, I'm gonna be able to find it.
TOBE and then Nwigwe is NWIGWE.
Damn.
I'll message it to you though.
Put NW up in there. That's all you gotta do. Put TOBE NW and then that motherfucker pop up.
It'll pop up because he done came up finally. He up there now.
Real. Hey, look. So hey man, I definitely appreciate that. That was unexpected. Peace to the God. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people mutually that we know that are well connected to 3. Like I say, I know some people that I heard say a part of them died when he passed. I'm talking about literally like immediately. I say I won't look at it and say bro was an angel or none of that kind of shit, but I don't think none of us are at a certain point. We are what our surroundings and environment make us. It's the truth of the until
what?
I'm
sorry.
Go ahead. We need to speak. Yeah, we need to speak.
The okay. I called them gremlins.
Yeah.
You know the hold on. What is he? He a gorilla?
Gorilla. Yeah, right? Gorilla.
I call him gremlins. You feel me? Like my kid's father was the same way.
Yeah.
And I was saying today, like at the end of the day, they had the highest vibration in them, which is love. Like they was full of love. Yeah. You feel me? So no matter what people felt about them, there's still so many people that say, well, that nigga loved me. You feel me? Like he loved me. He helped me. He cared. So it's this.
No, I mean, let's keep it real. Let's talk about the story that people talk about, don't talk about.
Right.
If you feel like somebody touched or murdered somebody close to you, if you feel like they've done or they responsible from that, only very few people gonna actually say, you know what, you did that, so now people around you have to feel exactly what I felt. Some people say that's not right, and I look at it like I'm keeping it honest. Like on the part of where I am at this point of life now, it's like, damn, where do it end when all of the people look like us? Because there are certain people that have put all of us in a certain situation, and nobody's held accountable. So me at a certain point, it is definitely not a scared. Like I don't on this point of it's not a fear, but at a certain point, what is it actually in where we can do something better? Where we can actually be on something, because I feel it, like
The
especially when
chaos.
you're young on that part, like I almost think it's something that gotta happen.
It does. It's
It's
the
going
chaos.
to, yeah, like, but some people it's becoming clear, like you'll start seeing, damn, these things happening because of my thoughts. Like I'm not saying, I know
Right.
the majority of cats with big hearts, like hearts like that, they are gonna go first because they gonna put themselves on the front line.
Right.
Yeah, I was 16, car got shot, hit 18 times. While I was 16. So I'm very much aware of the thought process. By the time you're 28, you stay in a certain mentality. You do get to a point where you don't really, yeah, you don't care. Like you're not thinking
Yeah.
for
It's
tomorrow.
all
Yeah,
reflex
you
got
don't
to play
see
a certain
yourself
part.
getting older. So I see that, but that's the part I want to touch because I want the person's spirit to live on. We don't want to make it where it's like a side, and you get to talk about the managers. Now these are people who trying to live. They trying to make a
Off of
living
that
off of the
legacy.
deceased,
Right.
off of the deceased person. Like you know what I'm saying? Like so, yeah,
Yep.
it's a whole lot to go along with this stuff. But when you get people really talking about it to the people around people, it can hit certain switches and buttons to where people feel a certain type of way. But I say the truth got to be told correct. I
Yeah.
just ain't with the
Yes.
false telling stuff how
The
it didn't happen. I'm not cool with
really
it. Like,
happened.
hell yeah, if you around
Right.
me and you knew me around something else and something happened to me, man, you better tell that shit how it really,
Yep.
like, yeah, if you go down and you
Right.
like, yeah, man, I mean, so
Don't put no bullshit
hey,
out
real,
there.
real talk for real.
Oh, I feel it. I I told you it's very similar. My kid's father was killed, and they tried to say he killed himself, and I was like, listen,
Mm,
I was on that phone. I was on the phone with him when they killed him. So, uh, what is it? A year and 10 days after Mo 3.
mm,
But he knew he was gonna die like Mo 3. So I feel like they do know. They do know, but it's like, do you keep my thing is, do you keep dealing with like the thought of keeping your snakes close to you, your enemies closer? It's like, does that ever be like just cut them off and move on?
mm.
Cut them off, you know what I mean? Because either way it goes, it didn't help either situation. You feel me?
What if people? What if some of the
Man,
people
listen,
not really acting like
listen,
enemies? Oh, there you
listen,
go. Look,
listen.
pop your shit.
All right. The realistic thing to do in a lot of these situations is to make yourself untouchable. He got caught. He got set up
Mm-hmm.
in the hood. Nigga,
Why
you a
was he
millionaire.
there?
Listen, nigga, you a
But
millionaire. I
that's
ain't going. I ain't spending the night. Well, what, man? I'm not going over no. Bro, I got millions of dollars. I ain't going to no broad house in the hood.
hey. Let's keep
I
hey.
don't. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold
Ah,
on,
yeah,
hold
yeah.
on,
I don't
hold
want
on,
to start.
KK.
You right.
Hold
You
on,
right.
hold
God
on,
damn.
hold
You
on.
right.
He
Because
Yeah,
right though. He
you right.
right though.
No, he
because
is
we
right.
talking about because we
He is
talking
right.
about self-preservation now.
Yeah, you is right.
You know what
No
I'm
doubt.
saying? Because the thing about it is, okay, it's fine to slide through there. You ain't got to be over there trying to touch on nothing, nigga. They can come if you want to bust her down, nigga. Y'all can go somewhere else where you got everything scoped out, where everything it's your playing field. you have the money to set up every event for you to be on the best playing field for you, where can't nobody fucking touch you, nigga. Point blank, period. Straight up, niggas be acting like they have something to prove because a motherfucker say you can't come around here. Oh, I'm gonna go around there. Okay, fine then. Bust your ass. Now, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna keep it 100 if we talking about being smart.
You right.
Because at the end of the day, I can't help you, KK, in any type of form or fashion, nigga, if I keep putting myself in fucked up ass positions.
God body.
You see what I'm saying?
Hey, so
how can I be? Yeah, I'm feeding my people, but how long can I feed my people, nigga, if I keep putting myself in harm's way? I don't want no insurance money to be taking care of my people.
All right, but see what I'm.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you.
You know, we have to touch. You know, when we touch on subjects, you know, we have to touch on all bases. She opened that up when she said what she said. I probably wouldn't have even
opened
said
up a whole lot.
You know,
hey,
but she spoke on it, so I'm like, yeah, that's, you know, me. That's why you say there you go, because you know I'm like, because being here, knowing how to navigate. Shit, nigga, that's one thing you better know how to do. Period.
Hey,
don't.
I
damn that tough shit. Be smart.
I say that's 1,000, and I 100% agree. But when you say, I say people are habits. So if you used to keeping a pistol on you 24/7, you used to going to people's house. You used to, if the drama come, you already saying, brother, majority of people in our culture is like, I wish a motherfucker would. This is what you already thinking 24/7. So it's easy to say this kind of stuff in hindsight. Now that somebody didn't waited up on you all night, they waiting on you to come out of a residence. They waiting. It's easy to say that after we didn't see what we seen. But when you look at listen to the music that we listen to on a consistent basis. Like we got me, yeah, bro. We got shit. We gonna drop. Like it's so much that I want to say, but can't even say technically right now because of the what we got on each other. If we could just build and be solid amongst each other for what we truly are, if we could just see the truth of the matter, bro, I like everybody life around us would go so much smoother right now. I mean, it would go so much smoother right now. But
what you saying is easier said than done.
Yeah.
What you mean?
You said, I hold on. So you
because we're on that frequency.
You just said, hold on. You just said we are creatures of habit, man.
Habit.
So hold on. So on one end, you can't say you can't use we creatures of habit. So that negates what the hell I just said about why a nigga shouldn't go a certain place once he hit a certain money bracket level.
But this is what I'm okay. Hold
on. But because the things that you're saying that we need to do, it's gonna take some people to have to change their way of doing things, their way of thinking, and all that.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, God body. Hold on. Look.
So either way. So you see what I'm saying? So either way,
it's gonna require that. But what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is, if God didn't take the chances, if he wasn't the type of person that he was, he wouldn't have gotten. But the fact that he would take them certain type of chances that you talking about is why he got to where he got to. If he was sitting on his hands when people telling him people didn't want to mess with Mo3 in the music business.
No.
Because what
you're talking about, I ain't gonna lie. When you're trying to grit, scrape, and climb, nigga, you gonna be stiff arming, mushing people, stepping on people, all that. That's even on a job, bro. You trying to elevate, bro, and get a promotion. It's 4 motherfuckers that you gonna have to stiff arm, step on, all that shit. Not on purpose like shit, but they just can't make it because you got the promotion, bro.
Yeah.
So in that sense, you know what I'm saying? So he was coming up, but what I'm saying is once he got to a certain level where nigga, I'm a millionaire. He didn't have millions when you talking about what you talking about. At that point, he didn't have no millions. I'm talking about when he got there. At the point he died,
Yeah.
he was in a whole different bracket than when he first. You
Oh,
see
yeah,
what
that's
I'm
true.
saying?
That's true.
So
I just
the
want to
game
say
changes.
that Empire was going off him anyway because that's all Empire do. So I just wanted to make that point. Like, regardless, Empire was gonna find a way to do it like they do everybody else. He signed that
So it's gonna happen
contract.
regardless.
You know, just shit. At least it would have been in hindsight, because you know, shit, everything is 2020 in hindsight. You know, it would have been tough on him. You know, if he was thinking a little, you know, if he was thinking a little more progressively about
Hey, with
really
that
keeping his life,
with
you
that
know what I'm
being
saying? It
said,
would
I'm
have been a
happy
little
she
tough
say Empire was gonna off that boy. Cause the
if
Celtics
that's the
down
case,
0-3,
you know.
and Lomenchenko, he did get I think he got robbed, but the Celtics down 0-3 today.
Hey, watch
It's just
out, man.
hey, it's still is a big
Watch out.
Celtics
Watch,
fan. So I
watch
just had to come out here and point that out. Point that out just real quick,
Did you
man.
point out that the
Hey,
Lakers is 0-3?
I'm
Did you point out
saying,
that the Lakers is
look,
0-3?
hey, Indigo, God body.
What I do?
Hey, yeah, look, God body, what's popping? Hey, yeah, look, so hey, with that being said, tonight, I ain't gonna put you on the state on Front Street right now. This is only your second time pulling up for real. We're gonna make sure that we put you on the intro, that we have the Indigo introduction popping out from now. It's like, yeah, appreciate the guidance because she definitely pulled through twice. I think you a person of
I'm gonna
character.
have to go watch the
Hey,
rest of the show.
hey, yeah, look, nah, she be bringing that heat, bro. I think we got something to work with. Yeah, so we definitely gonna tap in, lock in a different type way, man. But yeah, man, it's chill. Hold on, let me go ahead and say. So the way I was closed out tonight for me, my closing statement is this: we talking about getting right, bro. We didn't spoke on certain things, and I say what Indigo brought up. The first time I met Mo3, he was at the same studio that I recorded at. Dropped some things just to say, but however which way, I can see a lot of things on bro. I can see a light over that person immediately, but I also could see a certain however which way, like I say, the biggest thing I talk about is a person's heart or character. All right, that's I can't go into the other things because like I say, man, it gets sensitive when people around you start dropping and certain things start happening. I think it could bring the worst out of any person to where you could judge a person or say however which way, man. We're not gonna do it. What I'm gonna say here is this. Speaking on getting right, we have not only us to think about wanting to leave the same way we came in, clean as a baby, or through a portal as the way a baby. So when I get here, I want to make sure to leave here, this realm. I want to make sure it's represented right as possible. I want to make sure, like motherfuckers say, man, dude came through here and told this motherfucker he did his motherfucking thing. Like it was you. We got to start thinking about living life and how people are gonna talk about us while we here. A lot of
Right.
times people don't think about actually they plan or actually what they want. What do you look at as success? What do you look at as a clean circle? Shout out to Donnie, God
Clean
body, because
circle.
they keeping it real, a clean circle. Because the goddess Indigo, I say. So what would you do if you're a lady, you're a stripper? She said, "Oh, we not going." She cut it off clean right there from Jump Street.
Yeah,
So how do you keep your circle clean? Like, how do you keep your
discernment.
circle clean? This God body, real talk. So we speak about Sunday getting right.
Hey, I like that. I
Yeah, get
like
right.
that.
Hey, real talk, clean circle. Hey, Donnie, we're gonna have to make them shirts too. Them in the God body. Hey, look, like I tell you for real, we about to have a merch. Man, we got so much going. Indigo, can you sing What's your gifts?
Huh?
What's your
I'm a
talent?
I'm a healer.
You're a healer. You're a
I
healer.
am.
I knew she was
I
gonna
can hear
say that
I can
too.
hear you
Nah,
with my
God body.
I can hear you with my
Yeah,
voice. I can hear you with my
yeah.
hand.
Hey, have a word God body for
You
real.
know.
Word life, real
Y'all
talk.
know. Y'all
Hey,
know.
yeah. Hey, true story.
But no, I
Right.
can't sing or nothing. I do a lot of like crafts. I'm a real. I can do anything about spiritual for real. I can listen.
Anything spiritual.
Anything spiritual, I can do, but not no singing now.
I ain't saying not no sing. Hey, it's
Not
all
no
different
fake.
too.
Say
Hey,
that's
it's chilling down there. He can sing like a mother. That
Actually,
boy
I'm
can
a
Boom.
go.
rapper.
Hey,
Okay, so
look.
listen.
Hey, you're a rapper. Oh, okay,
But
yeah.
this is
You say
different.
who
But
can sing.
listen. I
We
don't
can don't
have
do
bars.
that.
Listen. I
Yeah,
don't got
you
no
say what?
bars, but I
Yeah,
can rap other
yeah,
niggas' bars. You feel me? So I'm more
yeah.
like
Hey,
a
real time.
performer.
Oh,
I need a
okay.
Yeah,
ghostwriter.
real time.
Yeah.
Hey, we can make that.
You know.
That's simple right there.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
That's
simple.
that's what a
Hey, yeah.
nigga go out to be since I can't get no beat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, say,
I
oh,
can't
yeah,
get no
it is, bro. As soon as we get out of here, but let me go ahead and do it. All right. So with this being
I'm
said,
about to slide down there, man. I'm about to
hey, yeah,
slide down.
true story for real. With this being said, hey, in order to get right, we have seen enough wrong to know what right is. Like we gotta quit blaming people based on their skin complexion, the system holding me down, man. We at this point in time when we talk about spinning on other people that look exactly like you.
Mm.
We done been through the gang bang era. We done been through all this. So how can you blame the Klan and say they didn't like black people, but you don't like people that wear blue or red or that
Right.
wear they hat to the right or left? Like, we got to be way past and beyond where we've been. Yeah, it's not at a point where we can. Our ancestors looking at us like, child, wake, like, yeah, look at who we are, what we really are. Like
This Hunger
these
Games.
people, seriously.
Ugh.
Hey, it's real. But the Hunger Games only suffices because we haven't looked and seen the best version of ourselves. Like, I mean, it's simple. Like,
That's what
I
this
had an elder.
gonna be though for real before it's all said and done. We just
No, I
gonna
mean,
be
I had an elder. I
supposed
had
to
an
be like
elder say this, and I'm really not gonna tell the
this.
full complexion of the elder or nothing. But he said, basically, can you move something without touching it? And I'm gonna leave on this note. I'm gonna pass it on this note. He asked me if I could move something without touching it. I felt inside of me like I could move the cup that he was speaking on, but it didn't go anywhere. I'm not gonna say all the way what happened, but to say this, to say the least, he said that I couldn't move the cup because of way. He said you have rent, you have bills, you have kids. He said you've never sat in a dark place for 7 straight days and focus just on something moving, touching.
Listen,
God
I
body.
got a tip for you on that. Because of the realm, what I learned about moving things is you don't want to move the item, you want to manipulate the energy in between the item. You don't want to really move the item. You want to be able to manipulate that energy that is in between. You feel me?
So is that why you do it in the dark? Is that why
Well,
you
I
can
don't
learn?
know. I don't know about
Yeah.
that. Most you do candle meditation, like firework works in the dark. Like if you light a candle and look at it long enough, you will start to see portals and particles and things. Like you just be like, what is going on? So I do know that about the dark. I don't know. I wouldn't sit in no room for 7 days in this lifetime. In this lifetime.
I'm cool on that shit. Hey man, I was in the room and shit. Hey, I was in the room 47 days, man. That shit ain't no type
Hey,
of
real
fun.
time.
Hey, that ain't the type of motherfucking conversation you want to have with your goddamn self.
Would you fast for 7
You know?
days?
Fast, I fasted. I mean, I don't know what you mean, like full fast. I do intermittent fast, so we don't eat like after a certain time and before a certain time.
Yeah. Would you fast for
But
40 days? Like you don't eat nothing, just drink
like, hold
water.
on now, like
Yeah,
what kind of
let her
fast
say
now? I'm already vegan. I'm already vegan now.
Yeah,
Nah,
God body.
I'm
Yeah.
already
boy, I
vegan.
remember
What y'all
mama
be
tried to
wanting me
get
to
me to
pass
fast,
out?
boy.
Y'all be
My
trying
mama
to get
tried to
us to
get me to
pass
fast
out.
when we was younger.
Oh, he say, look.
She say, it got to be something. I said, it ain't gonna be food. I fast for something else. I had to pick something else. I fasted from the
I've
game.
been abstinent for over 2 years almost. There we go. That's my fast.
There you go.
She say, "What like
Got that willpower.
Yeah.
man? Hey, that's
Discipline.
powerful right there.
That's a
Yeah.
whole different.
That's
That's
powerful.
fasting. Be doing good, man.
Whoa.
There you
Say
go.
whoa. You say
There
what?
you
I
go.
said I
You
be doing
fasting.
good.
You
For
fasting.
real.
That's man. You not in America though.
Not
In
no more.
America, I think. Ah, yeah, true stuff.
But the
What was
men,
you in America?
the men here bother me more than the men in America.
Oh, they even worse.
Yeah, they worse down
She
here.
say bother me. She say bother
They
me.
bother me so
Word.
bad.
Yeah, say look, man, for real.
You know, they call everybody
So,
with locks Rasta, so all I hear all day is Rasta. Rasta, I be like, what do y'all want?
so, hey, so where you was at in America? South Carolina?
That's where I grew up. I'm from South
I
Carolina.
don't know why. He from North Carolina, so I just thought that it just seemed. I didn't know that for a fact. I don't know. I heard
Yeah.
that it kind of seemed like that for real.
Yeah, I was in South Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm from the real Carolina. You
Yeah, whatever. I'm from Charleston. You hear me talking whatever.
Yeah, you heard that for real.
know.
Hey,
No, cat.
I can't lie,
Yeah.
South Carolina got the best beach in America,
Nah,
though, for real.
you say
I ain't gonna
what?
lie. Hey, bro, they got the best beach. As far as the ocean set in South Carolina,
Nah, yeah,
it's killing
it
the
go
rest
hard
of
down there.
America.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
I'm
can't say
as
nothing
far as
about
the
that.
view,
I
I
can't
don't know
say
what it
nothing
is
bad
about
about
right
it.
there.
Yeah,
I
I'm
can't
not.
lie.
I don't think that Charleston. I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm biased.
She said she biased. Oh, you
It
from
ain't.
there?
Hey,
You from there?
But I'm not a good
it's nice.
bias. I'm not a
But
good bias.
it.
Damn,
I
she
ain't
said
got
not a
nothing
good
bad to
bias.
say about it. But I done been
Yeah.
to some shit that's
Yeah.
Ain't no
slick.
beach like this one in Jamaica though. I'm gonna tell y'all now.
Damn. Oh, she said that's different.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
they got that white sand down there.
They got all kind of sand. All the water green one day, blue and see through. It's just crazy.
Jamaica. What part of Jamaica?
I am in Saint Elizabeth.
St. Elizabeth.
Yeah, but that's where my
Yeah.
family's from.
No, we seen the fruit. So like that's how people buy their fruits for real. It be just like exactly how you showed.
Yeah.
Nah, that's 1,000
We
for
got a
real.
lot of stuff on our property, like fruit trees and herbs and vegetables and stuff. Cause it's a lot of property, but we still got to go get certain stuff.
So a lot of stuff y'all don't even have to buy. Like do y'all grow it yourself?
Yeah. hmm They don't got no
Scrub it for
fast
real?
food. They don't got no fast food restaurants for real. They tried to like build a McDonald's down here, but the Jamaicans ran the McDonald's out. They about burnt that bitch down. But they they got a
Hey,
they
look,
got a
Y'all better
yeah.
get
KFC
this shit
down
out of
here,
here.
and that's
Y'all
it.
not about to be taking all the goddamn money. Get that shit out of
Oh yeah,
here.
they burned all them
Yeah.
hoes down. So they up out of here. But
Yeah, places like that, they don't be playing about they shit
like
about what they
if
got
you look at
going
the
on.
ingredients,
They really do.
and most of the stuff here, America is killing y'all. Like I swear to God, like the
Yeah,
ingredients
nah, 1,000.
is crazy. Like it's crazy. Let me tell y'all what they did to the Jamaican farmers real quick. So in order for America to import stuff from Jamaica, they made the Jamaicans buy their hybrid seeds. So if y'all stuff say made in Jamaica, it's still hybrid because they won't let us use the indigenous seeds to Jamaica. They make us get GMO seeds and then ship it to America. And that shit's just whack for real.
They make people use it before they even ship
Yep.
something from Jamaica. It can't be nothing
Yep.
original from their earth.
Nope. And if I bring y'all, like, say I want to bring herbs, they got to be
Yeah,
dry.
it's not like they double taxing them or
Yep.
something. That's what it sounds like.
Yep.
Cause they still feel like they still got the pay their little dues when they send the motherfucker back over.
Yep.
The shipping,
But say
all
taxing.
that shit. That's crazy.
Yep. But
Ooh-wee.
it's cool. It's different. I like it.
Hey, yeah. So what you got on the closing statement like tonight, like on getting right? How you gonna close this out?
Y'all gotta ground, do some affirmations. We gotta train our mind, you know? I feel like people be pushing a lot, but if you get these people to know how powerful they are, their tongue powerful, their mind powerful, your hands, you know, hairdressers don't think they powerful. Like you heal heads with your hands. Things like that. We just gotta try to figure out how to raise the people who we know, you know, can get that information, their vibrations. Just demons. People gotta pay attention. They don't think demons is real. These are super woke motherfuckers telling everybody that we are demons. I'm not no goddamn motherfucking demon. So I just be confused, man. You just gotta have discernment. For real.
God body.
Man.
It's chilling, man. What you got for us, Ken? Appreciate that insight, guys.
Right. Getting right. Man, I'll just say, man, you gotta look inside yourself. If you having a lot of issues and shit like that, you know, first of all, you gotta look inside yourself. Just take the time, take a step back, you know what I'm saying, and look inside yourself. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the situation is, just make sure you look inside yourself, you know what I'm saying, and make sure you doing what you supposed to be doing. And you know, shit. Then go from there. Find you some peace. And once you find it, protect the hell out of that shit. I know that shit sound cliche in the motherfucker. That's what motherfuckers just be pounding away. Protect your peace. But I don't really think some people even know what the fuck that shit means. You know what I'm saying? You literally protecting your peace. Remove motherfuckers that don't even need to be in your space, especially if they ain't doing what they need to do in your space. You know what I'm saying? Keep your circle clean. Ain't that what it said? Keep your circle clean.
Yeah, real
You know
talk.
what I'm saying? Make sure that your surroundings is a safe place
Right.
for you at all times. At all times. That's even the way where you work at. For real. You having a whole bunch of all that bullshit on the job, man. Hey, man, you better get looking for another one. Because you having a rough time on the job, that shit ain't gonna do nothing to make their own life miserable. For real. Straight up. You gotta come on with that shit. And whoever in the house with you, they gotta hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? So whatever it is, man, whatever you gotta do, man, shit. Meditate, talk to the most high, shit. Spend more time with your family, whatever it is to help you elevate and stay up and not have your vibe and your dang on your whole just spirit just be pushed down and collapsed by this bullshit that's going on in this world. Cause it's a whole bunch of it. I don't even watch the news. I don't want to see that shit, man. I don't want to see none of that shit because they ain't talking about nothing good on that motherfucker. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit that's gonna have a motherfucker depressed. Every time you look on that motherfucker, another motherfucker getting killed. Another motherfucker mass shooting. Goddamn tornado done ripped down the goddamn town.
That new, hey,
Tsunami done tore down the whole
that
goddamn
news
coast or
station.
something. God
That's some
damn,
red pills, man.
That's some red pills.
Man, news be, hey, them news be red pills. Look,
Yeah.
Like, damn, shit, I'm cool. Hey, I'm cool on that shit right there.
Yeah.
Straight up. Just, stay away from the shit that you see some get you down. Try to stay away from that shit, man. That's all I got to say, man. That's get it right, man. Get it
Get right. Hey man, y'all could have been anywhere else, but y'all came through and mess with us. Like y'all mess with the guys. Peace to everybody. Make sure that y'all tap in Tuesday. We got something special. Hey, and I have to say this too, because hey, Yeah, shout out to It's Chiller, man. Appreciate you for pulling up. Shout out to the goddess Indigo. Definitely appreciate you pulling up. But I have to say this because she says she can deal with women more than she can deal with men. And I
No,
noticed the
no, I
majority.
did not.
That's not what you. Hold on. Let's
That's the first time
clarify.
I heard a woman say some shit.
Hold on. Hold on.
I ain't never heard a woman
Let's
say that shit.
clarify that. And you
No,
said
I was raised by men. Like I got 3
okay.
brothers. I don't got no
Word
sisters,
life.
and I got my daddy. So that ain't true. What I was saying was, men, melanated men listen to me more when I'm doing my sessions. It's like you all understand way easier.
Yeah.
Y'all know what's serious and what be serious. Like it's the priority for me. Like y'all know what y'all need to be asking and what y'all need to do. And most of the time when I read women, it's always about a relationship or always. I'm like, it's never about the kids really or the career or how it's always about low vibrational shit, but not when I read men. So that's all I was saying. Is
I got so peep that. So basically, what I interpret from what you just said is that I mean, because I'm a man myself, so a lot of the men I think it's easier to deal with women than the men. Me from the perspective that I come, but I see exactly what you're saying. Like I definitely know women worry about more if they man is not being faithful to them. A whole lot of weird. Yeah. I got it. Like I see how you look. Like yeah, I get that part of it. But I say from the lower spectrum, when you're a man and you're around the men, it is like, bro, some real life stuff going on. So even when we have the finances down, when we have everything down, a lot of us men, we go out and abuse the energy that we have. It's using the abuse. It's not using in a so when the women become basically to say this, when the women become to the point, and I'm happy you on here because I think a lot of times the women are actually following the men, and that's how they get to where they are. So I see both. I see both sides of it. I
Yes,
see both sides of
but
it. Like
it's
the
not
men
good.
used to be like, I'm getting some head. Now the women like, yeah,
Yeah,
now
it's
you
out
go.
of
Now it's
control.
time for me to get some head.
Now
Like the women like that.
they eating niggas'
There we
ass.
go. There we go. See this? Hey, this is real shit. Like, hey, for real. This is what we're
Hey,
talking about. Hey, real
hey,
talk.
that shit going in the circle.
Hey,
You
real
follow
I
you,
talk.
just
you
want to
follow
say
me, I
that
follow you.
I can't identify. I don't like to identify with that vibration, and I just try to stay away from that shit, man. For real, I just keep them kind of people out my way. I have to tell them like,
Man.
this is what I asked them. What ancestor want you? Which one coming to get your ass? Ain't none not near. One of they ass want y'all. None of them. Not one
No,
ancestor want them hoes. None of them.
no, no. And man,
Jezebel is coming
man.
for her children. I'm
Oh, that's real. Hey, that's real talk. No, I'm telling you, like, man, you just don't know. Half of the stuff I wouldn't even talk about right now, but the same way you look at women, I'm telling you, like, I look at this like this stuff is spiritual. It's not physical for real because I look at the majority of men that even I'm around a certain way. It's certain people I do like. Hey, chill on here right now. Got respect for the God. It's a lot of people, but however, I will say like you're around. We be on some. The majority of men, if we go to a bar or something, the majority of women that walks through, they not saying, "Oh man, that God has got a good spirit about herself." I mean, I'll fuck the shit out this bitch. Like
right.
this is. I mean, I was
Right.
keeping it
But
1,000.
that's
This
why
is
I don't go out
literally.
and things like
I mean,
that.
yeah.
You
Like
feel
this
me?
is literally. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like you heard Tilly start laughing because this is the norm. Like you know what I'm saying. Like keeping it real. This is. You don't know this person. Once you do engage
Yeah.
like that,
He said you
once you
don't
do
know this
engage like
person.
that, yeah, I know what I'm saying. When your car mess up right after, hey, you can mean what you think, and as soon as you do open that portal, now your check engine light on for no reason. And now you're
No,
going through
listen.
problems. No, keeping it 1,000. Now you're going through certain things that this round wasn't even in your, it wasn't even at your doorstep. Now it's right here. But when will you learn?
My kid's father used to flip his car over every time he would cheat on me and go to this one white girl. I
Damn.
swear to
There we
God.
go.
I mean,
Damn.
he
There
getting
we
ditched.
go.
He getting ditches. I mean, the car flipping over. I mean, he getting a motorcycle accident. You just get to the point where you like, you are your own weapon of mass
There
destruction.
we go. There we go.
But that just made me think about that. Like, you just
I know, cause real and yeah, it's certain stuff. I talk with you out behind outside of here because I feel
right.
certain. I don't even get past, but hey, man, like, but that what you saying, it is real, and
Mm-hmm.
I learned the same way you said. But I learned like some hit me to a point where it kind of scared me when I'm on, not scare me, but when I'm on some other, I'm like, all right,
Knock some
this is
sense
what
in
you
you.
know. This is what you know you're gonna bring to yourself. Since you can't control yourself and you don't have any self control, this is what you're gonna bring to yourself. Just know to be expecting something, and that shit hit me
Right.
immediately.
It's
Every
that free will
if I
for
go
me.
against it, it's the free will thing. Like it's the free will. Where in the Bible they say
That's
God
a bad
God
motherfucker.
killed
Hey.
millions, but they say devil killed like 10 people. It's just the fact that God gave free will. Hey, if you're gonna continue to do certain things, you got free will to take yourself out. The
He
devil
don't
gonna
kill
say,
him. He don't kill him because
no,
he lock
he
him in the
let you
first.
do your.
He lock him in the
There
first
we go.
dimension.
There we
He
go.
lock him in. He locks him in the first dimension. He don't want to kill his folk. He gonna
Yeah,
lock him as soon as that portal open. He finna release all them motherfuckers, man.
for
I
real.
told somebody one time, I say free will get a motherfucker in some bullshit ass trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up.
Free
Yeah,
will.
Doing whatever the
because you
fuck
got
you want to
the
do.
devil. You got the devil and the angel every time. That's what I teach. I have to tell people every time you get a bad thought, you get a good thought. Which one are you gonna give the energy to?
There we
Because
go.
that's it. That's it.
There we go.
Yeah.
But
More
Yeah,
since we
right.
get a good energy, hey man, the more positive things come out of it.
yep,
And that's
you
we
got to
can we
train
can
your
definitely
mind.
agree on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Knowledge we done talk. So I know from life experiences, you know what I'm saying, what just keeping that bullshit going on. Like I say, hindsight is 2020. Nigga older now. So a nigga see that bullshit a nigga was doing when he was younger. Like, ooh, wait, yeah, I had a lot of shit. Yeah. So when the nigga got knocked, I was like, shit, whatever I lose, it is what it is. Cause shit, I already know, nigga, I done sold some bullshit ass seeds that ain't about to reap nothing.
Risk.
For real. Straight up. Nigga
And,
had
and,
wild rude awakening.
and
Nigga
you
like,
see and you see that, bro. And I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Like a lot of people who in Dallas, bro, who talk about the most, bro, you'll find a whole lot of people even scared to speak on this dude,
Mm-hmm.
name his legacy, bro. They really scared. And dude's spirit would like nothing more than people to keep it real or just be true.
Mm-hmm.
Like just be real.
Yeah.
And you see, like all of the people trying to benefit from a person's demise
They're not.
or
They're not. They're just not.
no, they definitely not. But the
They're
people
not.
who actually quiet, not saying rewards. I definitely don't want to put in that type of language. But yeah, man, it's a certain energy that people would cover if they did just keep it a certain kind of way. And I say
And
versus talking about it, yeah, we'll be some of the people. What's up, guys?
I was
What
just
you
saying,
say?
I don't think a lot of people understand um how the other dimensions work. You know, they just get so stuck on this one, and I be trying to tell them like, you think niggas just die? Like niggas don't just. They taught us in
Yeah,
elementary school that energy transfers. It can never die. That's what they taught us a long time ago. But
yeah,
I think that you're right. Like they want nothing more than the truth to be told because they can. I be trying to tell them like when y'all be tripping up,
yeah,
that's somebody. That's the ancestor really trying to whoop your ass. For real. Think about when you just keep tripping up and shit, man. They in there about to whoop your ass. But I don't think they know the power that the spiritual realm has. And like you said, why they go through the things they go through. Because you ain't just finna do nothing wrong to somebody and they die. And you think that nigga just gone for good. Like, no, he wants your ass.
Yeah, regardless. And it might, you might go slow. You might not go fast like that, but it might be in a way where. But it's crazy just because people sitting back waiting on some. Yeah, overall, like I say, we talking about getting right. So the close out tonight, I say that it definitely was full with great conversations. We definitely have things to actually build on, and for all the people out there that getting right is going to start from the inside of you, not the outside of you. So if you're looking for money to validate you, if you're looking for a partner to validate you, if you're looking for anything outside of you to validate you, you're going to run into error. You're going to run into caution. You're going to run into problems because there will be nothing bigger than the source that is actually making your heart beat, the blood run through your body. There is an intelligence that's in you that is immaculate. And if you can follow, yes, we stick to the script. Stop trying. Yeah, we going off course too far. It just went way off too far. And then I say I don't think we have an excuse no more. There's not no excuse. We even if a person say they don't know, somebody around you who is like, man, I kind of feel that person's energy. It's something around you that always knows. Let me take away the excuse of not knowing. There's always something in every person that knows. Like I say, but before I knew anything about energy, hey, I'm not gonna lie. This is just a story for me. That I ended with that because Dirty talked about the story creation. Well, there was a certain tunnel that I chose to go in where it was literally a voice that said, "Hey, man, leave this person's house. Don't fuck with this bitch. Get the fuck out of there." And I didn't listen. So the check engine light story that I give was a real story in my life that I had a car that was basically a brand new vehicle. I didn't listen to the spirit, went into my car, turned it on, drove it about 5 miles. The check engine light came on. The engine ended up pretty much fucking up in this car, and it was something spiritual that I couldn't explain. Now I'm gonna tell you the reverse end of that. Yeah, real talk. And I'm gonna say the reverse end of this. When I was 16 and my car got shot up, none of those bullets went into my car. There was dents in it, but it was something that literally made a force feel like, bro, it's not your time to go. Like, not now. So it's a double-sided thing to this spectrum of life that we talk about. And I think us just telling our stories correct, we will realize that all of our lives were miracles.
Yeah.
Up until this point, every person you run across to, their life was a miracle.
Yeah.
They supposed to be here. They supposed to be here. So with us thinking of that, hey, we don't have any. We don't have to want for anything. There is no struggle. We make all these things realities. The moment we start giving credit to money, relationships, all these different things, you taking the power away from self. You are completely giving your power away, and there's so many of us that give our power away on a daily basis. So, with that being said, hey man, I say, y'all got anything to close out before we get out of here?
You got it, boss.
God body, I could have been anywhere else, but y'all came out through here with, and y'all know how we get down, man. It's to the fullest. Let's talk about it.